Hey, my friends, what's going on? Misha Wilson here, coming at you actually from the car, so please excuse me if I don't stare directly into the camera the whole time. But having said that, I wanted to shoot this video, and firstly, just thank you so much. If you happen to be one of the people who sent me a happy birthday wish, it was my birthday a couple days ago, and I got something like 200 plus comments on my wall, and just so many different wishes from so many people all around the world, and it means a lot to me. So thank you so much if you went ahead and shot me a birthday wish in the last couple of days. Secondly, I wanted to address a question that a student actually had for me a couple of days ago over Skype and talk about how it directly affects your business and how quickly you make money. So the question more or less was, what is the 20% of activities that will go ahead and account for the 80% of results in my business? And I'll give you a quick little panoramic view. There's the ocean right there, just cruising down actually to the pharmacy. So that was the question. What are the 20% of activities that I should be focusing on in order to get the 80% of results, right? And my answer to him was that it really depends on what stage of business you're in. So if you're first just trying to generate your first few leads, your first few sales, bring on your first team members, etc., if you're in a various opportunity, the 20% of activities is going to be very different than if you were a six-figure earner, than if you were a seven-figure earner, than if you had your own system, etc. So that's the first thing to realize. This isn't a really question that I can answer and have it be universally correct. It's going to be really there's going to be variables depending on the individual. So having said that, what I'm going to answer here today and what I'm going to address here today are what the 20% of activities are for the new marketer who's just looking to go ahead and get started in their business. So if you're just getting started, if you're just stuck, struggling, if you're overwhelmed, if you're not making the kind of progress that you want to be making in your business, the 20% of activities that you absolutely need to be focusing on in order to create the maximum level of results in your business are anything having to do with building your list and then following up and closing sales, all right? So you need to learn one form of traffic generation, become an absolute master at that form of traffic generation up until the point that you can generate anywhere from 75 to 100 leads a day with that form of traffic generation and do it profitably, which is the important part. So lots of people figure out how to generate leads, but they don't know how to do it profitably, right? So you need to focus on learning one form of traffic generation until you hit those numbers, 75 to 100 leads every single day, and doing it profitably, and then you focus on following up those leads and closing sales. So you need to focus on following up both through autoresponder messages, through daily broadcast messages, through building relationship with your audience, like I am right here with this video, through podcast episodes, etc., through bringing them back to your blog, through all of these various mediums. You need to be following up with your new leads and closing sales, because really those are the only two things that's going to get you out of that phase of not producing any results to beginning to build your list, beginning to generate sales, and beginning to move forward and starting to pick up momentum. Then from there, it becomes a whole different ballgame. Once you have a list and you have, let's say, systems set up in place where your traffic generation is automated, where you have processes that goes ahead and builds your list on autopilot, like I do now in my own business, then you want to start focusing more on hosting webinars on a consistent basis, on creating offers, on going ahead and getting personal with your leads, on closing higher ticket deals, on taking on private coaching clients, etc. But for the person who's just getting started, focus on generating traffic, building a list, following up that list and closing sales through building a relationship with that list, and then asking for sales through email marketing, YouTube videos, podcast episodes, blog posts, etc. Any medium that you can follow up with is good. So that's the answer to today's question. Once again, thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. I actually gotta end this video because I'm gonna hop out of the car here in about 3 seconds. Once again, thank you for all the birthday wishes. I hope you got a ton of value out of today's video. If you did, comment, share on social media, Facebook, whatever you want to do, and let me know what your biggest takeaway was. I'm always curious about hearing your feedback, and I will talk with you very soon.